Okay, just so you can see the functioning of the Mighty 44. It's starting to smooth up. Put it on safe, and these are once again the 300 Sierras. And there we go. Brass flying everywhere. Very nice little radio. This will also give you an idea of the functioning of this fine 405. Now this gun is more like shooting a bank vault. Lovely action. It's certainly very refined. That's anyway. So 405. See a fair bit more pop in the 405. Okay, 300 grain test. First up, XTPs. "25 yards. Picking up Sierras. "300 grain. Both of these loads should be about 1,300 feet per second. Okay, 240 grain XTPs at about 1,600. This is the Winchester 296. Notice the increased explosive energy. Probably a lot better caribou load. And 300 grain bullets from a Winchester 405. Speed of this is about 2,300 feet per second. Benchmark. And this is the Winchester flat nose. Okay. Shows you the increased ability of a velocity. That was quite impressive. Just stubs of stuff left there. I actually had some paper fly all the way back here, and that's at 25 yards. So that was pretty impressive. Okay, hopefully this works. So the 300 grain bullets for both Hornady and the Sierras. You can see the entrance hole and the exit shows not a whole lot of evidence of expansion. When we get to the 240 grain bullet, you can see some examples of explosion here. And when you got to the 405, there was a very big shattering effect. So that shows you the difference between 1300, 16 to 1700, and 2300 feet per second. Velocity certainly gives you a powerful impulse blow. Those 300 grain bullets probably penetrate really very well in a 44 Magnum at low speed, but they're not going to give you much pop. Probably the better hunting load for caribou is the 240s, and fortunately for whatever reason they hit to nearly the same point of impact with this little ranch hand carbine, made into a carbine. So that's a little bit about an example of the power of these two firearms. And interestingly enough, that is the 300 Sierras with 19 grains of H4227. So even though similar load, we're 1, 2, 3.5 inches higher, and you know that'll be on at a 75 yards, which it was last week too. So yeah, interesting. So there's a fair bit of difference between those two loads. Both of them shoot quite well. This is at 50 yards. Hornady's a little better, but statistically probably very similar, since these are only 3-shot groups. They're not quite keeping up with the 405, but what are you going to do? Okay, so that's resighted. That's now the 300 grain Spire Point Hornadays at 75 yards. We're now about 1 inch low and about 1 inch to the right, and that's cutting a nice 1 inch group, so that's pretty good. Okay, once again, this is the Rossi ranch hand with a full buttstock. See how this goes. Oh, here we go. Can't believe I missed one, but I did. Okay, we'll see if I can do better with the mighty 405 Winchester. Save the embarrassment of missing again here. So this is 300 grain Spires 405, mighty 405 Winchester offhand. A lot better kick than quite a lot more kick than the 44. More like it. Okay.